Hi YouTube, it's Caitlin here. I'm making a random video. It's 10:05 p.m. and Hurricane Sandy's passing through Philadelphia right now, and there's not many people that I can talk to who still have power. I mean, there are a few people that I know of, but like some people just don't have power anymore, and I can't talk to them because they need to conserve their energy from their phone. But they should have been smart like me and charged their laptop batteries and then took it out. But I guess everyone's not as innovative. Um, I found out about somebody that I used to know by Gotye, and I fell in love with the song because there is somebody that I used to know that I was in love with. Oh well, now you're just somebody that I used to know. um, Gotye, he is like so perfect. I love his voice, and I love his song "Easy Way Out." Ugh, he's just perfect. I think I'm in love with Gotye. Big deal. Yeah, who isn't? I mean, he's an Aussie. Who doesn't love Aussies? Like, yum. And then he's like gorgeous. I mean, my standard, he's gorgeous. I don't know about what you guys think, but his hair, his eyes, his face. Oh my gosh, and his nose. His nose is just like so adorable. I feel like a creep. Maybe this is another person's nose, but everything about him is just so perfect. And the fact that he's like a hipster and stuff, and he's like super eccentric, and that's really attractive. I don't know. I mean, he's just perfect. Um, we're looking for an easy way out. Um, because of somebody that I used to know, I discovered a great musician, and I love it. So it was like destiny for me to find out about that song because one day I was on here and I was looking for Somebody Told Me by the Killers. I was typing in somebody and then all of a sudden, poof, somebody that I used to know comes up and I'm like, never heard of this song, I'm just gonna keep going typing. So then I was watching another YouTube video, a DIY video, because if you haven't seen on Facebook, I'm gonna start making my own clothes because my mom thinks I spend too much money on clothes. So after my shopping spree for my birthday on Black Friday, I'm gonna start making my own clothes, especially during the summer. So like, I was watching this video, and in her video, she was in the background had somebody that I used to know playing. So I'm like, this song sounds pretty good. What's the name of it? And then all of a sudden, it's just like, now you're just somebody that I used to know. And I'm like, oh my god, he's so perfect. So I looked it up, and I'm like, somebody that I used to know. I see the video, and I'm like, why am I looking at his feet? And then it goes up, and I realized this is really weird. But then, once I listened to like the lyrics, as I listened to the song and watched the video all at once, and as the video went by, it started to make more sense to me. Like I was explaining to my boyfriend, like I think today, about how I fell in love with Gotye and the song Somebody That I Used to Know, and it's just like, oh no, listen to the version by Mayday Parade and Vic Fuentes, and I'm like, I love these guys, but no, no, it's not acceptable. It's not the same. Gotye is just like perfect, and he's like, no, and I'm like, yes. And then he's like, the video for this song by itself is weird, and I'm like, you don't understand. You've never experienced those feels. When he gets painted over to blend in with the walls, it's like somebody that I used to know. You know, like once you've dated someone and they forget all about you, you're just another face in the crowd. Just like he was a part of the wall, he became a part of the wall. And then I love how they take the paint off the Kimbra because like the song is so like double standard ish. Like you're saying that you're somebody that I used to know and I didn't really care for our relationship, but now all I can think about is you. And then the paint comes off of Kimbra, and then she's like all in his face, throwing everything in his face, and it's just like I understand everything. I've been in a relationship like that. More recently, more recently too, I've been in a relationship like that. I broke up with my boyfriend, and like I became invisible to him, he became invisible to me, and now all I could think about is him, and it's just really weird because I hate his guts, kind of, but not really. I like kind of hate his guts after what he's done. What he's done, Heave. What the fuck? After what he's done, I pretty much kind of hate his guts, but you know, sometimes all I can really think about is him, and I think it's really shitty that I feel that way. Excuse me. I think it's really shitty that I feel that way, but you know, shit happens, you know. You get over people eventually. No big deal. And then I found out about his song Heart's a Mess. That song is perfect. Everything about Gotye is just perfect. If I could, I would marry him, but he's like in his 30s, so I'm only 14. And so, yeah. Um, Heart's a Mess, that song, that's my favorite part. Like, it's the fact that it sounds like elevator music, and then when you're listening to it at night, it's just so calming, and like his voice is so smooth and refined, and it's not slurred, but it's not super crisp. You know, I'm not sure how to explain it. It's it's kind of like a jazz song almost, and I really like jazz. I like big band jazz, contemporary jazz. You know, Latin jazz. I like jazz. I like music. And then his voice is it makes me melt, especially when he hits those high notes. Oh my god. I feel like such a, I don't know, weirdo for like gushing over a guy who's like eons older than me. Well, not really eons, but still, I don't know. But this video is getting kind of lengthy, so I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for like, well, if you're watching this, thanks for sitting through this whole video of me ranting about Gotye and music and his voice and his looks and him being an Aussie. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Bye. Bye, YouTube.